Yo, so look, bro, right? Man, bro, we already at 45 subs. I feel like, I don't know, bro. I be throwing up videos the same way I be throwing up videos on my IG. If you don't follow me on my IG is also Sleep Boogie Fights. But man, bro, I just been throwing out videos left and right, bro. And y'all been rocking with them, so I appreciate you for rocking with them. Whoever been rocking with them, because you already know that. Not trying to be on some extra trendy type shit. I just be posting what I feel like, what I care about, and what I like. You know what I mean? But here's what blows my mind right now. You get what I'm saying, bro? Why is it right? So the Jake Paul fight happened on Friday, right? Jake Paul. Imagine Jake Paul being the A side to Mike Tyson. That's fucking crazy. But anyways, why is it that all of a sudden, just because Jake Paul got in a little fade, beat up Mike Tyson, whatever, bro? I check my feed. I check my feed, and bro, Arthur Better Biev is like, yeah, bro, I need your fade. What, bro? How do we get there? How do we go from fighting YouTubers, athletes, Tommy Fury, Mike Tyson, now Arthur Better Biev said, I want your undisputed fade, bro? What? Like, I get, well, he did just have the fight of his life, and I still think that that decision was extremely questionable, to say the least, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But, bro, now we're at the point where it's like, Arthur Better Biev needs your fade. You know what I mean? How do we even get there? Man, I don't even think that Jake Paul knows how he got there, because if I imagine waking up and you see an Arthur Better Biev wants your fade, and then not only does Arthur Better Biev want your fade, but you got a bunch of people. Canelo talking about he wanted his fade. All of these people want your fade, bro. I don't know how we got here, but here's where I've been at with it, right? The same people who they'll be so quick to say their mandatories do or do not deserve a fade will turn their back and offer Jake Paul a quick fade for, however many $1 million real quick, 20, $30 million real quick. Not even gonna beat him up, gonna carry him. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna let him live, and they gonna take it easy on him, and then let him walk out the back door with hella cheese and be like, oh yeah, thank you. But you telling me that you won't run a fade real quick with your mandatories? Not even just your mandatories, but I hope that we don't see people using Jake Paul to start ducking now, because people already use Bud Crawford to duck, Tank to duck. Now don't let me find out that there are going to be active boxers that are going to start using Jake Paul to start ducking, bro. That's the last thing I'm trying to see. That's not what I'm trying to see. Not in this sport. I've seen some ridiculous things in this sport, but that's not what I'm trying to see. I'll just go ahead and say that right now. I don't know if I'll be the first one to say it, but yeah, these guys definitely do not deserve, or they do not have the right. They did not earn the right to start all of a sudden using Jake Paul to duck fades. I'm sorry, that's just not real. That's just not 100. But how do you feel about the Jake Paul fight and kind of the aftermath of the Jake Paul fight, where now you see people trying to include him in conversations? He's not he's not even ranked. I mean, this was a sanctioned fight, so technically it did help his ranking, but he's not even ranked. He's literally just like a Randy. Now I understand in his side of the sport, like I understand him. So this was good about his fights. Him catching these fades is good for the sport because it's helping bring more eyes to the sport. It's opening up platform and broadcasting avenues for the sport, which is good. Like now Netflix knows, hey, we can put on a fight. Not only do they know that, hey, we can put on a fight, but we can also put on an event. We can host an event. We can do we can do a whole lot within the fight game, especially in boxing, because like I said, bro, Top Rank is on its way out. There's about to be a hole in the sport when it comes to building fighters, broadcasting fights with prospects and things like that, because that's not something that PBC normally does unless they have a big card. But here's the thing. People don't fight that often throughout the year. You know what I mean? So if Netflix is something that's a constant subscription for a lot of people and they put on fights, there's always fights going on Netflix, like Kind of like how you go on and you know you go through the cable channels, and there used to just be fights on Wednesday on ESPN. It was Wednesday night fights, Friday night fights, and then the pay-per-view was on Saturday, and then they would have the boxing shows and stuff on Sunday. So if Netflix can be like, hey, you know, we'll put on Wednesday and Friday night fights for the prospect cats, and then they can be more active throughout the year, I'm down, because it's a subscription. People have it all the time. People have Netflix going all the time. Their subscriptions every month. Then I'm down for that. And if it takes for Jake Paul fighting on these different platforms to be the champion for that, meaning to push this forward, then that's just what needs to happen. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, no, the aftermath of Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight in particular, it's definitely been interesting to say the least. And I know, well, actually, I'm not sure, but I would like to see just what the future holds for the sport when it comes to the direction that they go in. You know what I mean? And what role maybe a Netflix would play in in building the sport. I'm curious. I'm curious now. So, I guess we'll just have to see how it all plays out. And whether or not we'll start to see a more regular presence from a Netflix, or maybe even, who knows, maybe Hulu will start to, you just never know. Because I don't really want to see boxing end up on YouTube, even though there's a bunch of people that are on YouTube every single day. I just think that YouTube is too big of a space. Like, I feel as though it doesn't have that premier esteem, or doesn't have that pedigree that Netflix, that something like a Netflix has, or something where there's people who are, how do I say? I don't know. I just think that it makes more sense for something like combat sports to be on some sort of a network or some sort of a streaming app. It just makes more sense. Like, yeah, it's on YouTube. You can pretty much find all the old fights on YouTube, but that's after they already got their bread. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion on it. Leave your thoughts on how you feel about the aftermath of the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight and the ripple effect that it could have on boxing. Leave your thoughts in the comments about how you think the Netflix event was, and just leave your comments in general, but only leave them if you rock with me, bro. I don't want no sympathy, nothing, bro. People, they be telling me like, oh, I heard you had a YouTube channel, let me follow, let me subscribe. I don't want anybody who's on here just because they know me, or just because, you know what I mean, we cool like that or whatever, because I promise we not cool enough for you to give me a sympathy sub. You know what I mean? That's the sorriest. I'm sorry, bro. If you ask all the homies for a follow and a like and a comment, bro, you's a buster, bro. You don't believe in your content, and that's some buster ass shit to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? But anyways, with that being said, 'cause I'm getting pieced up in sparring right now. God damn. Not paying attention. I'm trying to talk and lock in at the same time. I'll catch y'all next video. I'm gone.